Hi everyone, welcome to Dose of Dharma. This is your dose of Dharma for today. So, there is one issue in the world. Some people say, oh, if I have eaten more salt than you have eaten rice, that means I have grown and lived in this world for a longer time than you. The amount of salt that I have ate is much more than the amount of rice that you've eaten. Like that. So one thing to consider in the world is, does age equals wisdom? Does age equal wisdom? In some cultures it is, but in some cultures they believe so. In some cultures they don't. So what is the Buddhist perspective on this? So here I would like to quote from again the Anguttara Nikaya. This is Sutta number 22, the Uruvela Sutta. So the story of the sutta is that there was once when Buddha was in Uruvela, and then after that, some old people went there and they say, we heard that the Buddha doesn't pay respect to old people. This is not proper. Then the Buddha said it occurred to him that these elderly people do not know what an elder is, or what are the qualities that make one an elder. Yeah, so the Buddha was saying that, even though someone is old, maybe 80, 90 or 100 years old, but if he speaks at an improper time, speaks falsely, speaks what is beneficial, speaks contrary to the Dhamma and Vinaya, and if at an improper time he speaks words that are worthless, unreasonable, rambling, and unbeneficial, then it is regarded as a foolish elder. When we hear about this, yeah, true, no? So are you a foolish elder or are you a wise one? So what is a wise one? So the Buddha says, even though someone is young, a youth with black hair, endowed in the blessings of youth, and if he speaks at the proper time, he speaks what is truthful, speaks what is beneficial, speaks on the Dhamma and Vinaya, and if at a proper time he speaks words that are worth recording, reasonable, and beneficial, then it is reckoned as a wise elder, right? So from this we can understand that wisdom does not necessarily come with age, but with development, with understanding, with research and learning and experimenting and living out the Dhamma, then wisdom can be cultivated even at a young age, right? So with that being said, then when we look at our daily life, how can we apply this principle of this sutta into our daily lives? Well, actually, the thing is that whenever I think we should have an open mind, and then to listen to the speech and the words that are associated with wisdom, to do things that are associated with wisdom, and you recognize that somebody is wise by the words and the actions that they speak, that are in accordance with Dhamma. So what is in accordance with Dhamma? If they speak or do at a proper time, whatever is suitable, if they speak what is and do what is truthful, speaks and do what is beneficial, speaks on the Dhamma and Vinaya, and practice and develop the Dhamma and Vinaya. So not only speaking, also practicing. And if at the proper time, then he speaks words or do things that are worth recording, reasonable and beneficial. And if this is so, then he is reckoned as a wise person, right? So there are many, many ways in the suttas and also in the Buddha's teachings that says about how to distinguish wise from a fool. So this is one of the way. And also we should understand that wisdom does not necessarily come with age. So even if you are old age, if we don't have wisdom, try to develop it by trying to learn more about what is suitable, what is truthful, what is beneficial. Like that. And then that is for not only for the lay person, but for the monastics. But the Buddha also in that sutta says about 4 qualities that make an elder. I think this is for the bhikkhus, for the monastics. So 4 qualities that make one a wise elder. So 1 is virtuous, and he dwells restrained by the Patimokkha. Patimokkha is the rules and regulations and trainings of the Buddha in regards to behavior and speech. So 2nd, he has learned much, remembers what he has learned, and accumulates what he has learned. So he is of huge learning. And then the 3rd one, he is one who gains at will without difficulty the 4 jhanas. Okay, so he needs to have the jhanas, which is purity of mind. And then the last one, with the destructions of the taints, he has realized for himself with direct knowledge in this very life, the taintless liberation of mind, which is he has attained Nibbana. So with these 4 qualities, we understand, if you are in the Sangha, then you can understand that this kind of a person is a wise person. This kind of a person is a wise bhikkhu, a wise elder, and a wise son of the Buddha in the Buddha's dispensation. Right? Okay, so that's the sharing for today. So hope this sharing is beneficial to all of you. Wish all of you are peaceful and happy, and may the Triple Gem bless all of us to be able to attain path, fruition, and Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.